This is a sports catastrophe production. Hey there, ho there, it's Jeff Cutter Diamond welcoming you to another Sports Catastrophe birthday boy. And the birthday boy for today, February the 11th, is a current player for the New York Jets. You may be thinking, yuck, why a New York Jets player? But this guy actually is an icon in his province of Quebec. He's part of the National Order of Quebec, Quebec's highest honor. He's a Canadian player for the New York Jets. He's an offensive guard. Now, I know you're thinking, oh, it's patriotism, but there's a good reason why. He was drafted by the Kansas City Chiefs. He played university football at McGill, and it's weird how the NFL decides to bring people from Canadian universities, and became the fourth medical school graduate to play in the NFL, and the first player to opt out of the 2020 NFL season because of the COVID pandemic. But he returned to Montreal to work in medicine and all that. He was actually co-winner of the Lou Marsh Award, Canada's top athlete in 2020 for his efforts. He is Laurent Duvernay-Tardif, and he's 31 years old today. He was born in Montreal and grew up in Montreal. He attended McGill University, where he played from 2010 to 2013. He won the most outstanding lineman in Canadian University, offensive lineman. He balanced university football with medical school, prolonging his studies over 8 years. Someone said that he's practicing just once a week, but he was still the best college player in Canada. Saying a lot, because you know how good Laval has it. Anyway, Duvernay-Tardif was invited to the East-West Shrine game and improved his draft stock, but he did not get an invitation to the NFL scouting combine. He did have a pro day where 9 NFL teams and 4 CFL teams would see him perform and all that. He attended many pre-draft visits and all that. And people said he was going to be 3rd to 5th round and all that. The CFL thought he was going to probably be the best eligible player for the 2014 CFL draft. Unfortunately, because of the uncertainty about the NFL picking him, Calgary picked him in the 3rd round of the draft. However, Kansas City would pick him in the 6th round of the 2014 NFL draft, which was shocking because Duvernay-Tardif was the 15th offensive tackle that was drafted in that year and all that. And since the NFL draft, Duvernay-Tardif was only the 10th player to be chosen from a Canadian university. Kansas City would sign him to a 4-year deal. And Duvernay-Tardif competed to be part of the offensive guard and all that. Unfortunately, he ended up being 5th on the depth chart. He did start in the 2015 season opener against the Texans and played all 16 games with 13 starts. Duvernay would play all 14 games he started in 2016 with the Chiefs. 2017 was signed to a 5-year deal. And he was on injured reserve because of a fractured fibula in 2018 season. 2019, he played 14 games for the team and helped Kansas City win the Super Bowl at Super Bowl 54. So a big win for the Chiefs. And Duvernay-Tardif got the Super Bowl. It's hard to press for a Canadian player to win this championship and all that. And then he decided to opt out of the 2020 season. However, he was working as an orderly at a long-term care facility during the pandemic. And he decides to fight COVID off the field. It resulted in Sports Illustrated giving Duvernay-Tardif one of their Sportsman of the Year awards. For his efforts in 2020, he was named co-winner of the Lou Marsh Award for top athlete. And the ESPYs gave him an award for humanitarian award for opting out of the 2020 NFL season to fight against COVID. Unfortunately, the Chiefs would trade him to the New York Jets for some strange reason. So Duvernay-Tardif was the 4th NFL player to graduate from medical school and all that. So, and as of the 2018 season, the only one. Milt McColl of the San Francisco 49ers was also in medical school and all that. That was pretty impressed. His father, Bill McCall, who took fourth in Heisman voting while playing in Stanford in 1951, was also a guy who did medical school and all that. Which was amazing and all that. So that was amazing and all that. So anyway, he graduated from McGill Faculty of Medicine with a Doctor of Medicine and Master of Surgery, MDCM. He primarily studied during the off-season prior to workouts. He had the support of the Chiefs coaching staff. And weirdly enough, Andy Reid's mother actually graduated from McGill's medical school too, so that's amazing. Anyway, he petitioned the NFL to add the title MD on the back of his jersey, but the league said no. He did not complete his postgraduate medical training. In 2020, he actually studied at Harvard to get a Master of Public Health. All that. Duvernay-Tardif began working with the developers of Shockbox, a device inside of football helmets to measure the impacts received on the field. All that. So Duvernay-Tardif returned to Quebec to work at CHSLD Goucheron-La-France, a long-term care facility in St. Jean-sur-Richelieu. So a lot of people were doctors. Bill and Milton McCall. John Frank was a plastic surgeon. Dan Durnick, a former NFL running back, became a medical doctor. I guess I was the other one. Tommy Casanova. Mark Idakis. Myron Rolle was a defensive back who was a Rhodes Scholar and neurosurgery resident. How old is he? He drafted in the 2010 NFL draft. Wow. So, anyway. So, Duvernay-Tardif made Canadians reach high. You could make an impact in the NFL even by being off of football to help with COVID-19. And you can't beat that. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. I do.